Hi guys, Mr. Talbot here for you, giving you a tutorial video over our 4.1 assignment, which is the political responses to the Industrial Revolution. So I want to encourage you on a couple of things here. Watch each part and then kind of do that part, then come back to this tutorial video. But also, I think it's going to be really helpful if you finished out your 4.1 notes, particularly the second half of the slideshow or that second video I made. Because in that video, we kind of talked about how there were reforms to capitalism coming from labor unions. There was this push for socialism and communism. That's kind of the focus of this topic. One of the big things that we see in American politics today, and really global politics, is this term socialism. And a lot of people really don't know what socialism means. And part of that is how confusing of a term is because we talk about it in the notes, it's a spectrum. And various people believe in government intervention, but most people would find themselves somewhere on the spectrum of government should be involved on some level in the economy. How much government involvement should there be is where you get into like kind of the pros and the cons. So that's where you're going to kind of begin with part A. You're going to pick two of the speakers here, and you're going to kind of give their perspective on socialism. So do a little quick research, to figure out, who are these people. You probably have heard of some of them, maybe less so with some others, but that's kind of this first chunk here. And then from the actual link, I want you to give me a couple key details on their view of socialism. Please note the highlights in yellow so that you don't do more work than you have to. Kind of quick rundown on who we got. We've got a couple perspectives from presidents. So we have President Obama with that second one, and President Trump's administration with the fourth one. Remember, Trump's in the White House in 2018. We've also got independent slash Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders. And then we've got three different billionaires in that first one. Note again in that first one, if you pick them, you can just use that one, but just make sure you have like a Bill Gates row and like a Charlie Munger one. That would be fine. So you're going to fill that chunk out. That should take you about 20 minutes probably. And then you are going to pick, please note, very, very important. For part B, you're doing either this orange one or the green one. I'm going to take you through both of them, but doing just one of the options. So I'm going to go through orange first, and then I'll go over green. So this one's kind of more history-based. Green's more current events-based. But within the orange one, you're going to look at kind of how did different countries respond to the Industrial Revolution back then. Looking at Russia, Mexico, or England. You are only doing one of these. You don't need to do any outside research. I've given you all the links that you need there. And you're going to go across and fill up just your one row. And as you're filling it up with the reading, be trying to answer some of these questions in purple. You're going to be making a presentation about one or two of these questions when you get to that part. So that's option one. Again, doing just one of the countries. Option two, if you want to go a little bit more current eventsy, again, we're still debating how much government intervention there should be today. So I'd like you to kind of be prepared to discuss that. So what you're going to do first, you're going to read the first half of this article here. And in this first half, and it's probably even really the first half, you're going to read this chunk here, read through this chart here, and then you can stop. Now, if you want to know what some of these things mean, you can read on, but we're just trying to get a big idea here. So again, quick little summary that you're going to write there. And I'm going to change that right quick. We're going to do 3 to 5 sentences. So that way you'll love me a little bit more. All right, so just like if you picked the orange option, you're going to pick one of these topics here to answer the question of, can government involvement in, whichever topic you pick, improve the world? Okay, and so you're going to look at income inequality and this idea of universal basic income, which if you heard about Andrew Yang last year, that's what his kind of big thing. Looking at government intervention in climate change, not looking at if climate change is a real thing, looking at what's going to be the cost benefit of government involvement in it. Post-secondary education, so should government be providing college? Should government be providing more health care for the people? And then mandating vaccines. Okay, again, you're not doing any outside research beyond what I have provided for you. Okay, so your research topic is going to be answering this question here: can government involvement in blank improve the world? And so you add whatever one you pick here into this topic if you go with the green option, and then you're going to just fill up the T-chart here, and this is going to prepare you for your oral presentation. Okay, so this might be the part you might be the most nervous about, but I want you to kind of rest easy. You've done the research you need by the time you get down to part C here, and you're going to make a recording of yourself. You can do this using WeVideo, which you would get through the Parkquail portal. You can use Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm going to provide a link for. That's what I'm recording this with. You can just record it on your laptop or with your phone if you prefer, and then send it my way and just kind of type in there that that's what you did. If you are sharing it digitally, however you do it, and you're going to need to share it digitally because you don't see me in person, then it's very important that your share settings are correct. Make sure you do that so you can get your grade. I can't grade anything if your share settings aren't there. So what are you going to present about? Well, you're going to be responding to one or two of the purple questions above. So again, looking at, can government involvement improve the world? And then I would explain which side you took. Then I would pick, but if you went with the orange route, pick just one or two of these things. Don't try and tell the whole thing. That's going to be too long of a presentation and you're not going to go into enough detail. So when you think about this, as you're preparing for your presentation, one or two of these columns should be more full than the other. If you're going green, one of these columns should be more full than the other, the one you're going to be presenting more about. Again, 2 to 4 minutes in length is the approximate. Now, if you come in at 1 minute 45 seconds, that's fine. If you come in at 4 minutes and 10 seconds, that's going to be okay. But just want to kind of give you a little bit of a ballpark thing to go with there. The recording's got to show your face on it, like you can see my face in this video. Don't forget to look at the camera like I am right now. That's going to be how you help get your eye contact. You don't have to have your presentation memorized, but you do want to know it well, explain it well, be confident and clear in your delivery and your pronunciation, and be making that regular eye contact. But if you got to look down, look at notes like I am right now, that's totally cool. But we want it to be a regular engagement of the audience. Emphasize key points, use some body movements. Those are going to be things that you do well. So kind of check out the scoring guide down here on your own time. Note the things that I've kind of bolded as you move across so that you kind of have an idea of how they get full points. If you need help making the recording, understanding the content, or anything else, you can always email me or come to an office hours. Have a great day, guys.